It's out there. It lives inside all of us. If you've ever been blinded by the chrome of a classic ride, felt the rumble of a big block motor, dreamed of building, owning, or driving a classic car, muscle car, or heart-pounding street machine, you've got it. Hot Rod Madness. At Hot Rod Madness, we believe every car has a story, whether it's a weekend cruiser or a trophy-winning classic. Here to bring you those stories is your host of Hot Rod Madness, Tim the Milkman and the Milkman's Baby, along with the Hot Rod Madness crew.
Welcome to Hot Rod Madness. This week, we're out at the courthouse in Douglas County, Georgia for the Special Olympics Car Show. A lot of cool rides out here. As usual, we found some more hot rods, Dollar Bill. This is going to be a great day for it. So stay tuned. We're fixing to go catch some owner interviews and see what it's all about. Hey, John, check this ride out, dude.
Gorgeous Jaguar.
That's cool, ain't it?
Very, very nice.
Man, here at Hot Rod Madness, these little car shows like this, man, you'll see anything. Check this out. Hey, John, you got that, oh man, you got the Cobra over here, right?
I do. I have a 2003 Mustang Cobra.
Wow, thanks for bringing it out, dude. I got to get the specs on it. When I see a hood up and a supercharger gleaming over here, I got to go over here and get the specs on it, dude. Just step a little closer, John. Tell us about what you got in this motor, man.
All right, this is basically stock 4.6 liter 2003 Mustang Cobra. What is not stock is I've had the supercharger ported, I've got 60-pound injectors, and I've got a JLT cold air intake, and I'm pushing right at 600 horsepower on the motor.
Wow, okay. Man, looks like you did a good job with it, John. That supercharger, you can shut the hood on it and you're good to go, right?
Yes, you know, the vision and where I wanted to be was mine, but I have to confess that the mechanical work was done by Higgins Ford Performance in Douglasville, Georgia.
All right.
I don't work for Higgins, and I'm not family of Higgins, but Higgins Ford Performance did the mechanical work on there, and they're phenomenal.
Wow, that does look phenomenal. Man, that's beautiful. Love the polished parts on it. Just sets the charger off really nice.
The valve covers and the supercharger are the stock equipment that came with the car from the factory.
Oh, really?
Higgins removed the parts. We sent them to mirrorfinishpolishing.com in St. Louis, Missouri, and had Mirror Finish Polishing polish the valve covers and the supercharger. They're not chrome plated.
Wow, that looks cool.
Stegemeyer porting did the porting of the supercharger, and then LFP did the radiator and the radiator cover. Those are LFP.
Okay, all right. When you say porting, now, exactly what does that mean? Did they go inside that supercharger and smooth it all out for a better flow?
They took the supercharger off the vehicle, sent it to Stegemeyer, who enlarged the OEM, the original equipment manufacturer port, to a larger port so that you could compress more oxygen into each cylinder, so more oxygen equals more horsepower.
Of course.
Yes, sir. Which is now the Ford GT40 fuel system is in this vehicle that goes from the fuel tank to the motor, and the fuel system will support an 1100 horsepower motor. My motor is 600 horsepower, so with the additional porting in the fuel system, I'm not short on anything that I need to get down the road.
Wow, what a setup, man. That is beautiful. What do you think about that, Harleen Hazard?
It's really nice.
Man,
I love all the
nice,
shiny bits. It's awesome.
Hey, man, if Harleen likes it, we all gotta like it, right? That's a beautiful ride. Hey, I know Bill, he done got the interior. I gotta step around here and look at the interior myself, man. What kind of goodies we got in here, dude?
All right, inside in the back, I've got a custom stereo box that was built. That's a one-off box specifically for this car, and it's I've got a 1,000-watt stereo system in there, and then on the inside, the shift knob is also is also custom made for this car. You can see the red button on the shift knob. Those are for line locks to lock the front brakes when you're doing burnouts just prior to drag racing. So, so the remainder of the car is stock, with the exception of the stereo system and the custom shift knob. The interior is stock.
Wow. So if I pull up beside a car like this on the street, man, I ain't gonna know all that's in there. So
you would never know.
That's the ultimate sleeper for today's world, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it's the outside. Those are the stock style rims that came with the car.
Yeah.
There's no badging or anything that on the outside that would say that it's got 600 horses under the hood.
Wow, what a sleeper, man.
Now, the rear end has Ford Racing rear end cover, which is 20 pounds of aluminum. We've got 31 spline axles and 373 Ford Racing gears. So 140 to 170 mile an hour is not a problem for this car.
Wow, that thing's geared just right.
Yeah.
Woo, that'll get it, won't it?
I can tell you that I was at 145 the other day, and the car was just starting to work. I mean, 145 was not the top end by any mean.
Let me tell you, folks, 145 mile an hour, that's pretty dang fast.
And it was smooth. It was smooth. The car didn't float.
Okay.
It was just clicking down the road. It was smooth. It was predictable. This car is solid.
Now, was that on I-20 when
No,
you ain't got to enter?
No, it was definitely not on a public roadway.
Gotcha. All right, sir. Hey, I appreciate you, John.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for showing us your cars. Hey, Michelle, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
All
How
right.
are you?
I'm just fine. I understand you have some info on the show today.
I absolutely do. I thank
right.
everybody for coming out to the Special Olympic Car Show. This means so much for our athletes because, this is all about the athletes here in Douglas County.
Yes, ma'am.
The reason we have this car show, it helps us raise funds to purchase uniforms for our athletes and for our coaches. It helps us to purchase equipment. It covers our entry fees for local and state competitions and continue education for our volunteer coaches and our coordinating staff. We're going to be hosting a Douglas County Allen Langford Memorial Bocce Ball Softball Invitational. This raises money for that as well. We just appreciate you guys coming out and being a part of this, and we hope you come back every year and support Douglas County Special Olympics.
Well, more than likely, we'll see you next year as well.
That sounds
We were here
great.
last year, but it was at the Gift of Love last year.
Yes, sir, it was at the Gift of Love. This year, it's grown leaps and bounds, and we're so supportive of our athletes and the individuals that come out to donate their money for Special Olympics. This means the world to our athletes. So thank you guys so much for coming out and being a part of this.
Yes, ma'am. It's a very enjoyable event. I'm loving it. Love the hot rods here. I got to say something for these hot rod people out here. Everybody that shows up, cars ain't just for burning rubber anymore. You can actually use them as tools to raise money for special events like this. It's
Exactly.
wonderful. I'm loving it.
Absolutely. And we just couldn't be more pleased to have you guys out here sponsoring this event with us.
Well, all right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, and you have a great day.
Okay, you too.
Okay, thanks.
Joe, how you doing, sir?
Good, sir. Good to see you, Jim.
All right, man. What a wonderful day for a car show, right?
Yeah, it is. Got a good turnout.
You get out to these shows very often?
Pretty regularly, yes.
Okay. With a ride like that, I would too, man.
Yeah, I enjoy
That
it.
thing's beautiful.
Well, thank you.
I'm loving the color scheme on this. Now, is that a factory color scheme?
Yes, sir. Fiesta red and colonial white.
Oh, beautiful. Makes for a nice cruiser, man.
Yeah.
These things are so cool.
Yeah.
You can lay these babies back in the wind on the highway and enjoy it. Oh,
Yeah.
man, what a nice ride.
It's a real good ride. It's a very original car.
Mm-hmm. It is original.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of original, is that the original motor in it?
That's a 292 factory crate rebuild engine from Ford.
Alrighty.
But the engine came in this car.
Okay. Cool. Very nicely done. So, all right. I'm looking at the paint on this.
Yeah.
Now, everybody knows that Chevrolet's got reddish orange block. Is that the factory color for that motor?
The factory color for that motor.
Okay.
Red with black valve colors.
That is period correct. Cool. Now you got Thunderbird on the valve cover. What's going on here? This is a Fairlane, man.
It's a Fairlane in the 55 and 56 when the Thunderbirds came out. The 292s had the Thunderbird V8. The 312s had Thunderbird Special.
Okay. You just leave the Thunderbird name on it and go
Yeah.
at it. Ah, that's cool.
But it's got all original badging and everything on the 456 Ford.
All right. So have you had this one for years?
No, sir, about a year and a half. I bought it already redone. I just,
Hey, man.
I had enough projects in life.
Yes,
I wanted
sir.
an easy one.
Now, everybody knows nowadays, sure is a lot cheaper buying them already done, right?
It's a lot cheaper and a lot quicker.
A lot quicker to go enjoy them, right?
Sure is.
Yes. There's a lot of folks out there doing some fine work on these automobiles nowadays.
Yeah.
And I honor them for preserving them for us.
Yeah, I do too.
And people like you bring them out to the shows. We thank you, sir.
Well, thank you.
All right. Before I go,
Okay.
I want to take a peek at the interior.
Okay.
Step around here, man. Tell us about this interior.
Okay, the interior,
Oh, yeah.
the original to the car.
Okay.
The interior, it's the original. The interior, I think the seat covers were replaced in 2000 when the car was painted.
Okay.
But it's all standard 56 Ford, except the wheels have been changed.
So those wheels really set the paint scheme off.
Yeah,
man.
it looks real good.
It does look good.
Yeah.
Love them torque thrust wheels.
Yeah.
They make all the vehicles I've seen with them wheels on there. I've even had a set myself.
Yeah.
They set the vehicles off really nice.
Yeah, it looked real good. If they were already on there, I probably never would have put them on myself, but since they're on there, I really like them.
Yeah, gotcha. Now, are you a local from around here somewhere?
I live in Cobb County, Smyrna, next county over.
All right, sir.
And I have a daughter in Special Olympics. That's why I came out of this show today.
Well, all right. Now I got to invite him to our cruise in. You know about our cruise in, right?
Yeah, sure do.
I'd love to see you roll up in this beautiful car on my cruise in.
Well, I'll do it one day soon.
All right,
Yes,
sir.
I'll keep your flyer and show up one day.
Yes, sir. Well, thanks for showing it today, bud.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you for your
All
time.
right. Hey, Carl, how you doing, sir?
Good, sir.
All right, man.
Good to see you.
You work for the Douglasville Police Department here, don't you?
Yes, sir, I do.
Cool, man. I couldn't help but notice all the flames on this car.
Yeah.
There's something special with this little car here. Now, in the past, okay, I'll just say it. Was that a drug dealer car, man?
It was.
It was?
It was seized from a drug dealer.
Yeah.
It's a 2000 Pontiac Firebird.
Yeah.
LS1.
Okay. Did y'all have to run him down to get it?
No, we didn't actually.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, anytime we have a drug seizure,
Yeah.
based with a search warrant and everything like that,
Uh-huh.
we seize all articles
Gotcha.
found in the house.
And then
this is one of the
How
articles.
cool is Douglas County, man? They gonna paint flames on it and put.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
courtesy of Chief Womack.
Oh yeah.
He had it custom wrapped, and
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not really paint; it's a wrap, isn't it?
It's a
body
vinyl wrap, yeah.
That's cool.
so
Wouldn't mind having that on my truck.
yes, sir.
Okay, what are we standing next to here?
This is actually Sid Kelly's car. What it is a hero escort. He escorts all the fallen soldiers.
Okay.
And he gets in the procession, the funeral processions, and
Yeah.
transports them. And
All right.
it's something he does for his own.
Hero escort.
For his own.
Hey, man. I'm looking at the Jesus Christ badge on the side of it. The American soldiers, police, and firemen offered to die for your safety and protection. Man, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful, man. That's awesome. I'm glad somebody includes that
It's nice.
into what they're doing.
Yeah.
That is cool. Very nicely done. So, and the Firebird, that's a parade car?
Yes, it's just a parade and special events. That's all we use. We don't patrol in it.
Right, okay.
Other than that, it sits in our.
I was gonna say, slap some blue lights on it, man. We like
It
to
does.
see- yeah,
It does have some blue
it
lights.
does?
Yeah,
Okay.
it does have blue
Gotcha.
lights.
All
It's
right.
got TV in the back, sound system in the back.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
like I said, just for parades and special events.
it'd still be pretty cool to cruise around in it, right?
It would. But don't tell the chief. I might get in trouble.
Oh man, you don't ever get in it and burn rubber, do you?
No, not at all.
Of course not, right?
Not at all.
You don't want to do
Never,
that.
Never.
All right. All right, Carl. I appreciate you talking
Thank
to
you.
us, buddy.
Thank
All
you,
right.
man.
Have a
Appreciate
good day,
it.
sir.
You too.
Hey, Ed. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good.
All right, man. Thanks for coming out to the show today, buddy.
Thank you.
Man, tell us what your model your truck is.
It's a 1950 Ford F1.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a 350 Chevy, Camaro subframe,
Yeah.
front end,
Okay.
Camaro rear end.
All right.
I rebuilt the transmission on it,
Okay.
and I bought it in not so great a shape, and I've just kind of worked on it a little along, fixing
Well,
stuff.
Well, we honor you, sir, for for preserving the old rides?
Well,
It's people like you that keep the industry going, man.
that's right, and you don't find class like this in the new ones.
I hear you.
There'll be no oldie goldies
Right.
with the cars today
Yep.
like these are. These will be around forever.
Yep, you're right. Somebody will take up with it sooner
That's
or
right.
later, right? After
I'm-
after we're gone, somebody's got to do it, right?
I'm pass this one to my son.
Well, that's what Hot Rod Madness is all about, sir. Preserving American history and showing it to the world, right here in Georgia.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
nothing like them.
Man, I got to say this. Check this out, Ed.
Okay.
I've always wanted to see this. Nobody has the guts to do it, but you have the perfect vehicle for this. Built Ford Tough with Chevy stuff. Okay.
There you
You
go.
want to put that on your tailgate?
Well,
No.
yeah. Nah.
I happen to know a pinstripe artist that would do it for you.
Oh well.
I'm just teasing,
It
man.
might make some people mad.
I know. I'm just teasing. I haven't seen anybody that wanted to put that on their vehicle
But
yet.
it's true.
Yeah,
The only way a Ford to run is with a Chevy powertrain.
Oh, you heard that, people. Uh-oh.
Probably shouldn't have said
Well,
that.
I know we're gonna start some arguments.
Yep.
Hey, who cares, man? It's an old ride. It don't matter what you got in it, man. We thank you for preserving it and bringing it out and showing it to us.
Well, I appreciate it. It's just a drive truck.
Yeah.
It's something to enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Weekend cruising, and
Yep. Nothing beats a cool hobby like that.
there you go.
Yeah. Something you can do in your backyard, keep you out of trouble, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's what this does for me. Keeps me out of trouble. Lord knows, what I would have done if I hadn't have started this. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways. Hey, man. Thanks for showing your truck, buddy.
Thank you very much.
All right. Have a good day.
All right.
How are you, sir?
Doing good, Tim.
All right, man. I was looking at your Super Sport Camaro here.
Yeah.
Looking at a big old fat motor in that thing, man. Now, is that factory motor in that thing?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It was originally a small block car,
Okay.
and I always wanted a big block, so I put a 502 in it.
Nothing says raw power like a 396, buddy.
Yeah. They came with them, and I wanted to keep it a
Yeah.
factory look to it. So.
Nice, man. There's a mirror finish on this thing. Who painted this car?
Jerry Hunter Body Shop.
Yeah,
He
okay.
did the work on it,
All
and car came out a lot better than we thought it was going to.
Nice work, man.
He did a real good job, and I get a lot of comments on it.
Love the factory stripes up and down this thing. Beautiful, man.
Yeah.
When they designed the Camaro, man, they did an excellent job. I love the body styles. Nothing says hot rod like the Camaro.
Oh, it's classic, and they mimic it today, in
Yeah.
the new Camaros, and just get a lot of compliments on the car everywhere it goes. You don't see the stripe very often, so it's just iconic.
Beautiful, man. Yeah, I'm looking at AC on this thing, folks. Aluminum intake, chrome valve covers, beautifully done, man. Nice aluminum radiator. Looks like a factory spec battery in this thing. Now, is that just a cover?
It is just
It
a
is
cover, yeah.
isn't it?
I like the factory look, but I like the new performance.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Everybody else does too, so you're not alone.
There you
I've
go.
seen those around.
yeah.
They look cool.
Yeah.
Looks like you got the original battery in it.
That's what it looks like, but
You want to twist one of them caps off and pour some water in it.
you'd be disappointed.
Yeah. I ain't gonna try it. Don't worry.
Okay.
I ain't gonna mess your car up.
Well, water's not going to hurt it.
Okay, that's cool. Man, I love the way the bow tie stamped on them intakes, man. That's just cool. You open the hood, that's the first thing you see is a bow tie and a big 396 there.
Yeah, it makes a big statement and stands out. So.
Mhm. Got nice polished headers on it. Very nice, man. Hey, let's check out the interior. Now, is the interior all original?
It is. Of course, it's been, all the seats been recovered,
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that. But
Yep.
it's original.
Super Sport 4-speed car.
Yes, sir. It's a Super Sport Rally Sport. So the Super Sport was a performance package. You got all the go fast goodies: 12-bolt rear end, 4-speed, heavy-duty radiator, and the Rally Sport was appearance package. So you got the trim, top and bottom, hidden headlights,
Okay.
backup lights, below the bumper.
Mm-hmm.
So you got all the best of both worlds there.
Man, that's cool. Very nice car.
Well, thank you very
Beautiful.
much.
How long have you had this one?
I bought this car in 1983.
Oh,
It was my daily driver for a long time.
Yeah.
I always wanted to fix it back like I thought it ought to be.
Yeah, okay.
Finally got around to it, and it came out nice.
Well, thanks for preserving it, man. That's what Hot Rod Madness is all about, sir.
All right, well, appreciate it, Tim.
We love
Stop
to
by
see
anytime.
people. All right, hey, you're invited to our cruise in the first Saturday of every month.
Okay, well, we'll try to make it.
I got to throw my pitch on him, man. Get you up there in this thing, man. That's cool.
All right.
Very nice car. Thanks for showing it.
Sure thing.
All right, man. How are you, sir?
I'm good, Tim. How about you?
Good to see you again, man.
See you again.
I think we did one of your cars out in Rockmart once before.
We did, yeah, a little 52 Chevy sedan delivery.
And this guy comes up with some really cool rides. You know, nowadays in time, man, you see Impalas, and then every now and then you run across a special one.
Right.
This Impala is quite special, sir.
348 engine, 3.2 barrel carburetor, 4-speed car.
Wow.
Got 62,000 miles on it. Original paint, original interior.
Come on, man, that is not original paint.
Yeah, it is.
Wow, you can see yourself in that.
Yeah, but it's original. It's getting thin in the seams there. It's going to be painted someday.
That's pretty amazing, man.
Yeah, it's
yeah, you won't see this every day.
53 years old. It's held up pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah.
All right, that's not the 409. That's a 342?
348.
348. Gotcha. All
that
right.
was the engine before the 409.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I
Looks like
understand.
one though.
Now, what about this battery here, man? Is that original stuff?
No, that's just a little top you buy.
It's a cover?
It looks like covers up that Napa battery.
It covers up the Napa battery.
Yeah.
I love the valve covers on this thing.
348.
I love the design they did on these
Yeah.
things, man. The valve covers, how they, oh man, it's beautiful. Those things are really cool. Hey, let's step around here and look at the interior right quick. Now, one special little thing I notice about this car, people, you'll see a bunch of Impalas, but you won't see this post
No.
right here very often.
Two-door post Impala is pretty rare.
Yeah,
That's
it
the
is.
second one I've ever seen.
Man, very cool. The interior looks brand new. Is that all original?
Well, yeah, it's still original. Sure is.
You think them seats have ever been recovered?
No,
Wow.
they hadn't.
They have not.
No.
Wow, the original shifter and shifter knob and all that.
Right. Like I say, it's got 62,000 miles on it. But it's
Man, that baby would be fun to drive around in.
yeah, this is still all original date coated glass in this thing. Windshield's even still original. Got a couple of little dings in it, but
Yeah, okay. Somebody took exceptional care of this car.
yeah, they have. I've had it close to 10 years, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the original title and the window sticker and all for it.
Wow. That's amazing. I love it, man. These old cars are so cool.
Built in Baltimore and sold in Virginia new.
So how many cars do you own?
I've got 3 right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I got a little pickup truck you like. When we get through this, I'll show you a picture of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty rare too.
Well, I sure do. Thank you for bringing this out and showing it to us, man.
Thanks for looking at it.
Love to see these originals like this.
Yeah.
So this is all matching numbers, true survivor car.
Yeah. You can see in the seams it's getting thin, especially on the hood,
Yeah.
trunk lid and all that.
That's from somebody polishing on that
Right.
factory paint all these years.
Acrylic lacquer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, people would kill to get a car like this.
Yeah.
Black like that, all original.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
man.
And it drives like a brand new car.
Okay, just off the top of your head, I don't know specific numbers, but what is a car like this worth today?
A few dollars, I don't know.
Okay. Well, I ain't gonna ask you what you gave for it, 10 years ago, but
Right.
there's no telling what you could get out of this if you tried to sell it.
Well, they bring a lot more now than they did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You betcha.
Yeah.
Well, all right, man. Thanks for showing it to us.
Thanks for looking at it.
All right. Good to see you again,
Good to
man.
see you again.
Okay.
Let me show you.
Hey, Joe, how are you, man?
Doing great. How are you doing?
Hey, man. Looks like you got hot rod madness, buddy. I see the truck you got.
Yes.
Dude, front end's all jacked up here. All right. More than likely, I guess you got air on it, right?
Indeed, I do.
It's bagged and tagged. What do they call it?
Yeah, airbagged mini truck.
Yeah, I don't speak the lingo too good, but I know you got air bags under it, man. What I wanted to do is get you to explain exactly how that works. I know you got a series of switches hooked to a compressor and a tank. How does this work, Joe?
What you do is hit the switches, and each switch activates a valve in the back, which sends air to the bags, which lifts it up, lowers it, moves it, whichever way I prefer with the 10 switch setup I have.
Okay. All right, so I'm guessing that's a lot better than the old style hydraulic system, right? Wasn't that pretty rough riding for them?
It was a rougher ride.
Yeah.
You had to have a ton of batteries,
Yeah.
and you always risked the fire and leaking of hydraulic fluid. Air system is a better ride, a little bit cheaper, and it's more reliable.
Fire is never good with a hot rod, right?
Never.
Never.
Never. As much time and money as you put into it, you don't want to see it burn to the ground.
Dude, I'm looking at 2 gigantic air horns in the back of this thing too. Hit the switch, let's hear it, man.
I guess I
Can you blast them? Go ahead, hit it, man. Let's hear it.
Hey.
Get him to show off his horns here. Yeah, gosh, that's a train horn, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually a old emergency horn off of.
Ooh, man, that thing's loud. If you really hit it, golly.
If I let it go,
Yeah.
you'll hear it 2 miles.
Man, that's a bit much, isn't it?
Nah, if you pull out in front of me, it's not.
No. You don't want to pull out in front of this guy. He'll blast you with his air horn. And just that little chirp off of it, you know, will ring your ears. That's quite loud.
It's always a bad thing too when you're working on it in your garage and you accidentally.
I bet.
Yes, you never do that
Inside your garage.
You never do that a second time.
That's pretty devastating to the ears. All right, man. Look, Joe, thanks for showing your truck to us, buddy. You're invited to our cruise in the first Saturday of every month.
Oh, I appreciate it.
All right, we'll be glad to have you up here, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, sir. Eddie, how are you, dude?
Pretty good. How you doing, man?
Good to see you again, man.
Good to see you. Good to see
I think
you.
we talked to you last year on one of your cars. That I think was that Camaro and a Monte Carlo, and man, you got all kind of stuff.
Yeah, I got a bunch of toys.
You sure do. Hey, this is one of them, ain't it?
Yeah, that's one of my newest toys.
Actually, step on up here. I got to get the specs on this.
Okay.
So now you're into bikes.
Love bikes.
Yeah.
Anything with a motor on it.
Okay. And I'm guessing this one's got a heck of a motor on it, man. What size motor is that?
That's a 107 S&S. Equivalent to I don't know, maybe the biggest Harley motor made, like a Screaming Eagle.
Oh boy, that's a lot of power just for 2 wheels.
Yes, sir, it sure is.
Dude, that thing will get it.
Yep, it runs pretty good.
Woo, that thing will scare me.
It rides better than it looks.
Yeah?
Yeah, it rides pretty smooth.
All right, with that big old long raked out front end, does it steer very well? I mean,
Yeah, it's just like riding. Only problems you have with it is when you're like in a parking lot, but look in the back here.
Oh man, we love it.
In the parking lot, it steers pretty rough, but when you're out on the road, it rides just like a regular bike.
Cool, okay.
Rides just like a regular bike.
Come on in here, Cal. Eat more chicken, right? Hey, thanks for video bombing us. We love you, man. You're welcome to come and show up at my cruise in as well. We'd love to have you.
But bring chicken sandwiches with you.
Yeah, bring some chicken sandwiches. Hey, good idea, Eddie. I'm guessing that tank right there will hold more than a gallon, 2 gallons?
About 3.5 gallons.
3.5 gallons.
3.5 gallons. About 125 miles, and you better start looking for a gas station.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I always love the polished parts on these bikes, man. That air, the filter, the air cleaner,
The cone.
That thing just looks cool.
Yeah, it's a cone. Now you can turn it forward or turn it up.
Yeah,
But it
okay.
doesn't run as good if you turn it forward because it forces too much air into it.
Does
and
it?
you know about carburetors and air force and yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Yep. I love the spikes on the pegs there. Yeah.
Well, you know, there's a theme if you look at it: spikes,
Yeah.
spikes on the back, and you got spikes on the heads. I don't know if you noticed, but on the side of the head there's spikes on the side of the head also.
Oh, okay. Cool. Alrighty then. All right. What kind of gauge? What is that? Your oil gauge?
That's oil temperature gauge. Oil gauge. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oil pressure gauge.
Yeah. Little skull on the.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I get in trouble about that. My daughter don't like the skulls.
What?
She doesn't like skulls on my bikes.
She don't like skulls on the bikes. All right. Well,
She says anything but skulls.
anything but skulls.
Yes, sir.
All right, well,
Yeah.
All right. You gonna have to take it off?
No, no, just no more added.
No more added.
I got one more here that she didn't like with it.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
a Texas Iron Horse chopper.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It was a company in Texas that actually built these bikes, and they manufactured them for up to 2008. Then they quit manufacturing them.
Oh, really? They
Yeah.
don't make them anymore.
Nope, you can still get parts for them. There's a place in Alpharetta called Biker's Dream,
Okay.
and that's all they sell is choppers and chopper parts.
Wow.
So
Well, they did a good job on this one, man. That's excellent job.
they did.
Love the green flames on the white, man. It's beautiful.
Well, thank you so much.
What kind of seat is that, dude? Is that Gator?
That's a Gator seat.
It is.
Yeah, we were talking about how you clean it, and we said, well, you just take it off and roll it in the mud and brush it off.
I guess that's how it's done.
That's how it's done.
Okay. Well, all right. Very cool bike, man. Thanks for showing it to us, man.
You're more than welcome. I'm glad you asked me about it.
All right, sir. We'd love to have you roll up on that on our cruise in, you know.
We might do that. I might let my son ride it up on the cruise in.
Oh,
He's actually
nice.
the one that brought it up for me today.
All right.
So-
And you still got the 69 Camaro?
Still got the 69 Camaro and the 71 Chevelle big block car.
All right.
And still got all my toys, but
Yeah.
I just can't get any more.
Okay. All right. Good talking with you, buddy.
All right, man.
All right.